Hi everyone, my name is Raquel Forsgren. Welcome to your practice with Living Yoga Therapy. Today's practice is focused around an emotion that often comes after we've had a cancer diagnosis or even going through treatment, where it's that sense of denial, that sense of just not feeling connected to our bodies, not feeling connected to our life around us, our senses are dulled. And it's very, very important to, in that moment, connect the mind and the body and the breath all together as one. And so today's practice will be specifically tailored to try to get you back in touch with your body, your senses, so that you can start to feel something. Feel anything and embrace and lean into the diagnosis that you've been given or what the treatment's doing to your body or whatever those things are that you're feeling. One thing that's really important is to have something like a journal handy. It can be a piece of paper, it can be a note card, it can be anything. But having the journal handy is really nice, especially with emotions such as denial, because as we do postures, thoughts come up, emotions come up, and as we're trying to figure out what we're feeling, I like to use a journal with my patients to help them scribe what is coming up for them. So I just encourage you and welcome you to try that on your own and see how that feels and just use it as a tool. So we're going to come into, if you're not already there, into a seated position. Just with the simple goal of closing our eyes and tuning into our breathing. It's the one thing we can control when everything else around us might feel out of control. Controlling our breath can control our body and our minds. Closing your eyes, elongating your neck, sitting up nice and tall. Hands, palms down on tops of your thighs. Just taking 3 nice, normal inhales and exhales. Just noticing how your breathing is today and not doing anything other than noticing it, not judging it, not going into thinking, just noticing. Feel the thighs underneath the palms of your hands. Feel what they feel like, the sensations if you rub your hands against your thighs and your knees. Maybe squeezing the top parts of your legs with your fingers, feeling that. Bringing awareness into the lowest part of your spine, your tailbone, where you're sitting on your bottom. Maybe even noticing what the mat feels like against your ankle bones and your heels as you sit on the mat. Set an intention for yourself, and what I mean by that is something that's very present tense, either a goal that's present, how you might want to feel, something you are. Have it be your anchor point for the practice. And if you can't think of anything, could be something as simple as, I am open, awake, and aware. And slowly open your eyes. Begin to take your palms down. We're moving very slowly with the intention to feel everything we touch. So scooting around, coming onto your back. You can rest your head on a pillow or flat on the mat, whatever feels comfortable for you. Bringing your knees up into a little bit of a shelf with your legs. Take your fingers and palms on your knees. And as you inhale, move the knees away from you until your arms straighten. And then on the exhale, bring the knees in towards your chest. Inhaling, move the knees away. Exhaling, move the knees in. Inhale, push the knees away. And exhale, bring the knees back in. We're doing it one more time. Inhale, move the knees away. And exhale, bring the knees back in. From here, take the feet back down onto the mat. Inhale and raise the arms up and over your head. And bring them back down by your sides. Inhale, just bring the arms straight up above your head and your face. And exhale, lower the arms down. Inhale the arms up last time. And exhale, lower the arms down. You can feel free, by the way, to keep your eyes closed through a good portion of your practice. Extend the right leg long. Bring the left knee up and toward the left shoulder. Keep both feet flexed so that you can feel the energy. Move the left knee over toward the right in the middle of your body and move it back over to the left, just opening up the hips in a really nice, gentle way, moving the knee back over and over to the left toward the shoulder. Last time, moving it center of your body and over to the left. And switch the legs, extending the left, flexing the foot, pulling the knee up toward the right shoulder, noticing the difference in the sides of your body as well. Moving the knee toward the center of your body and over toward the shoulder and the right and over to the center of the body and over to the right, again with the goal of opening the hips, center of your body with the knee, and over to the right shoulder, holding it here just for a moment. Hugging the left knee up to meet the right, wrapping the arms around the shins. Feel the tops of the thighs pressing against your belly. Keep the shoulders resting down on the mat. Press the tailbone down into the mat and gently rock side to side. And in doing so, you are immediately relaxing your own nervous system. And coming back into stationary position, raise the right arm up overhead and roll over onto your right side. Nice and gently, take the left hand, press it into the mat and the floor, and come up onto your hands and knees. If you happen to have 2 blocks handy, you can feel free to use these throughout your practice. Otherwise, just keep them up above the front part of your mat. Come into a tabletop position. These next few postures are just about opening the spine and moving the body. Inhale and lift the hips, lift the chest up, lift the chin up. Press the tops of your feet into the mat. As you exhale, round the back, pressing through the hands, lifting the belly button up towards your spine. Inhale, lift the hips, lift the heart, lift the chin, and press into the mat. Fingers are wide, rounding through the back. And inhale again, lifting up. And exhaling, rounding last time. And come into a gentle, flat tabletop where your back is nice and flat, your neck is long, fingers are spread wide and right underneath your shoulders. Extend the left leg long behind you. You can even move the left hand in toward the center of your body a little bit more and extend the right arm long in front of you. As you inhale, really reach with the fingers and push through the heel. Pull the belly button up and in toward your spine and release the hand, release the knee. Extend the right leg long, flex the foot, push through the heel. Then extend the left arm long, reach through the fingers. Lift the right leg up. Inhaling and exhaling. From here, take the knees wide, shift back on your heels, and reach into child's pose. You can rest your forehead completely down. And if this bothers your knees or your shoulders, you're also welcome to come up into a modified child's pose where you're just shifting back gently, not completely on your heels, but just reaching forward and just pressing into the mat with your hands. Taking a nice inhale and an exhale, just opening the hips, gently stretching the sides of the body. Come back up on the hands, take the knees directly under the hips, and walk your hands to the left. Shift the right hip over to the side, and notice the sensations along the right side of your body. Feel any sensations or stretches in your arms, your upper back, side of your body, hips. And coming back up through center, walking your hands over to the right, shifting the left hip over, and again, noticing and feeling any sensations in the body. Noticing also if any thoughts are coming up or any feelings, and if the time feels right to you, just taking a moment here to write them in your journal and catching back up to us when you finish writing. So from here, we'll go ahead and we'll just sit back on our heels, if that's comfortable for you. Take the arms down. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead. And as you exhale, take the hands back behind you, cup them on the fingertips, and just lift the heart. And come back down. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, lower the hands to the fingertips like you're cupping them. Just lift the heart, opening up the shoulders. And inhale last time. Exhale, fingers down, cupping them, lifting the heart, pulling the shoulder blades together. And relaxing. Coming back up onto hands and knees, and slowly coming up to the front of your mat, or the middle of your mat is where I'll be so that you can see me, and come all the way up, lifting the arms again, exhaling, moving the arms down. So from here, you can stay at the front of your mat, and I'm just going to turn so that you can see me. Take your feet hip width distance. Inhale the arms all the way up, look up at your hands, and as you exhale, swan dive forward and let yourself just hang nice and natural, long, graceful, relaxed neck. Shake your head yes, and shake it no. Inhale, fingertips to shins. Here will be a flat back, long neck, and shift the weight into the pads of your feet. Bend at your knees, take your arms forward, look at your hands, and push through your heels as you stand all the way up. Exhale, arms by the sides. Inhale, reach the arms up, look up at the hands. Exhale, swan dive forward, forward fold. Inhale, fingertips to the shins, flat back, pull the belly button up and in. Exhale, forward fold. Bend at the knees, bring the arms forward, look at your hands, push through your heels, as you stand all the way up. And take the arms by the sides. So from here, you can come to the front of your mat on either side. I like to use all areas of my mat just to give it a little extra love. And so we can come up here. What I'll have you do, bring your hands at heart center. Take your right foot back into a high lunge. And wiggle that left foot over so that you give yourself ample room between the two legs so that you're not walking on a tightrope. You've got nice, stable hips. Hands are at heart center. The shoulders are over the hips, and it's just a gentle stretch. This back heel should be lifted. Try to straighten that leg as much as possible. Inhaling, exhaling, feeling the heel of the left foot, all 5 toes pressing down. Inhale the arms up. And as you exhale, come into a low lunge. So you might want to step that right foot back a little bit more. And I like to use a block here. Press the right hand into the block and reach the left arm straight up into a twist. Opening up the hips, feeling all 5 toes in the left foot and the heel, and lower that left hand back down. Move the block away. Cup your hands just on the fingertips. Put all the weight into the left foot and step up to meet the foot. Hip width distance apart. Inhale, fingertips to the shins. Bend into the knees. Follow the hands as you stand all the way up. Hands at heart center. Inhaling. Exhale, step the left foot back, high lunge. Again, wiggle that right foot over so that you give your hips a nice amount of space there. Shoulders over the hips. Press through that back left heel. Feel all 5 toes, the heel of the right foot. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, low lunge. Again, take the block inside of the right foot. Press the left hand down. Reach the right arm up, looking up at your hands. Or if you have anything going on with your neck, you can always look straight forward. Whatever feels the most comfortable. Inhaling, reaching up toward the sky. And exhaling, lowering the hand. Moving the block over. Again, cup the fingers. Put the weight into the right foot. Step the left foot up. Inhale, fingertips to the shins. Forward fold again. And bend into the knees. Take the arms forward. Press through your heels as you stand all the way up. Bring your hands at heart center and close your eyes. Take a nice inhale and a longer exhale. And I want you to notice how you're feeling, how your body's feeling. Notice any thoughts, any emotions. And just notice them. Don't judge them at all. Just feel what's ever coming up. And if you're not feeling anything, just listen to your breath. Feel your breathing. Inhale, open your eyes, raise the arms all the way up. Heel toe your feet close to each other. From here, bring the hands at heart center and sit your bottom back like you're going to sit into a chair. And I'll turn to the side so that you can see this. It's important that your back is flat, your neck is long, but you have a slight tuck of your pelvis on the inside. Holding this here, squeeze your inner thighs together, squeeze your palms together, relax the shoulders down your back. Push through your heels as you wiggle your toes. Feel the toes in this moment. Press through your heels as you stand up. Take a hold of the right forearm with your left hand. Reach up and then pull your body over to the left. At the same time, moving the hip. Reaching, feeling the entire side of your body open. Thinking about lifting the heart up toward the sky and raising the arms up, switching the hands, reaching up and over to the opposite side. And feeling that opening and that stretch in the side body. And reaching all the way up. Exhale, close your eyes, hands all the way by your sides. If you're watching me at all, you can tell that I like to do a lot of this with my eyes closed, even though you're on the other end of the video. So from here, ground into the feet again, and you can take your feet hip-width distance apart. Take your arms behind you. Clasp the hands. You can do it a couple ways. You can clasp this way, touch the fingers, or even grab the elbows, however open you are. Take a hold of the hands, clasp the hands, take them towards your feet, lift the heart, pull the shoulder blades together, lift the chin, bend into the knees, and forward fold, lifting the arms up overhead. Letting your head relax, your neck relax, heel-toe your feet apart, hip-width distance, bend the left knee, and let your right shoulder come backward as you look up toward the sky. Straightening the right leg. And lifting back up center, bend the right knee, keeping the left leg straight. And just move the left shoulder open. And coming back and lowering the arms. And from here, coming right back down onto your hands and knees. And just coming around and sitting on your bottom. Scooting back and lying all the way flat on your back with your knees bent, your heels in, where your heels can almost brush the fingertips. That's how close you want them in. Rest your palms down. Feel the mat before you do anything else. Feel the mat support you. Feel it with your toes, your heels, your fingers, your shoulders. And as you inhale, lift the hips up toward the sky, pressing through the heels, relaxing your bottom, then squeezing both sides of your bottom equally, then relaxing the bottom, squeezing the bottom, and then roll back down one vertebrae at a time, starting at the top, until you come all the way back down. One more time, inhale, lifting the hips up, pressing through the heels, squeezing both sides of the bottom equally, relaxing the bottom, squeezing the bottom again, and lowering one vertebrae at a time. Now from here, one last inversion. This is where I like to use the block, and you have a couple of options. You can take the block and you can put it underneath the tailbone. Your neck should be flat on the mat, and you can just lift the legs, keeping the arms flat down, and just keeping the legs lifted. The other option you have is to do this against the wall, which I'll be showing on a different video, not the one today. But with just your legs up high, this is the one posture that allows your heart to completely relax and not have to work so hard. This is incredibly good for lowering the blood pressure, for our circulatory system, our lymphatic system, and just holding this posture for one more breath. If you can hold it longer on your own, 5 or 10 minutes even, is an amazing benefit for your heart. Begin to bend the knees, take the feet down, lift the hips, slide the block out from underneath you, relax the pelvis and the hips all the way down, extend the feet long. And you can bring that pillow that was right back behind you, up underneath your head, just for something soft to rest on. And just let your feet roll out to the side. And take a hold, take the left hand, place it on your heart and the right hand on your belly. And I just want you to tune back into your breathing. And I want you to notice if anything has changed, anything is any different. And don't judge it as a reminder. Whatever it is, it's meant to be there. Maybe even noticing in this moment what feels different than when we first started the practice. Body part or an emotion, thought. Taking some nice inhales, and like we did in the beginning, lengthening the exhales, making them longer than the inhale. Welcoming any thoughts that are coming up, leaning into them. And if no thoughts are coming up, just relishing in the peace, the stillness. Beginning to bring the knees back up into your chest the way we did in the very beginning, just wrapping your arms around your shins, giving yourself a little bit of a rock, waking up the spine this time, and raising up the right arm and rolling over into that same position that we did in the very beginning, and pressing yourself up into a seated position. Legs crossed if that feels comfortable to you. Bringing your hands back onto the tops of your knees. Closing your eyes. Just taking a nice inhale and an exhale. Bringing your hands together at heart center. Softly blinking open your eyes. Listening to what has come up for you at all today is very important in this moment to help you along your journey. Leaning into emotions as they arise, being curious about them, knowing and trusting that you can handle anything that comes your way just by leaning in and embracing it. Not fighting it with resistance. Thank you for practicing with me today. Namaste.